Okay. In 1997 or 96, I think, around that time, I am having a big health problem. So basically, I'm using some isotope in my experiment. So it's too much. I didn't really protect myself well. I was very sick, and then I tried all kind of way to recover. It didn't really work. So one of my friends suggested me to practice qigong. You're familiar with qigong? It's an ancient, slow, gentle movement. It's like yoga, tai chi, to increase your energy, improve your overall health. And my friend introduced me to practice a qigong called Falun. It was very popular in China in 1998. So there are about 80 million, 70 million to 100 million people practice. Yeah. Everywhere, every cities, in the parks, in the mornings, you can see people practice Falun Gong. There's a group of people. There's a large number. Because Falun Gong is very easy to learn, very simple. It's 5-side exercise, but it's very powerful. There's a lot of people practice to get health improved dramatically, and also to improve the interpersonal, relationship. The Falun Gong is connect the Chinese people to our tradition, our heritage. The cultivation, the meditation, the ancient wisdom. Like people need in the harmony, like with earth and heaven, and also increase your energy, improve your mind. So the ancient wisdom believe your mind and your body is one. So you need to have a good mindset, and then you can have a good body. So you need to be a good person. So yeah, their teachers choose compassion for the earth. So like in any circumstance, you be a good person. Ask yourself, be a good person, and then you can have a good life, in better health. I tried it, and it's very good. It's really worked fine. It's only like a few weeks, I think. I can see my recovery very fast. I was really enjoying doing that. And that time, everywhere, even in China, and people really free enjoying it. 1 year later, in 1999, in July 20th, China suddenly held this launch persecution ban movement. Can you believe it? 70 million to 100 million people. There in China, the communists, what's called CCP, and they have been done that to the Chinese people all the time. They just pick a small group of people, demonize them, and then persecute them. At this time, they picked the Falun Gong. The Chinese leader, Jiang Zemin, he think the 70 to 100 million is too much. It scared him. They think that this number more than Communist Party, and this connect the Chinese people to our own heritage. Communist ideology is from Germany, Russia. It's not in China. Chinese people believe, you need to respect the heavens, respect the earth, respect each other. It's harmony, right?
Like Native Americans.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But communists teach you fight, right? It's fight with the earth, fight with the heaven, fight with the people, and always fight. It's always persecuting people. So I think that's the reason they start the persecution. And all the media in China is controlled by the government, by the Communist Party. Only one way. 7 days, 24 hours, broadcasting, propaganda, demonizing Falun Gong, dehumanizing. And also had a stage, the Tiananmen Square self-immolation. You heard about that? It was 2001.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Those are not Falun Gong practitioners at all, and there are you can see the lots of loopholes in their state. Yeah, like Tiananmen Square, where they found the fire extinguisher, and they put the fire down in 1 minute. Where did they find them? And there are few people, was get some on fire. Yeah. And also another thing, like how did they get the videotape? This has suddenly happened, and they have not only video, they also have like a big screenshot. They made a good story demonizing Falun Gong.
And I know, I'm a gamer. As far as some live streamers, you are controlled what you can live stream, what you can show to American people.
Yeah.
They don't show it.
Yeah, but like in outside of China, also not prepared much. You can see the media now is really infiltrated by the CCP a lot. So they're censored. So have you seen the persecution of Falun Gong in the media? Not much, you know. It's been 20 years. They continue persecuting people. Millions of Chinese people, the peaceful people, and they're being imprisoned, jailed, even killed. Some of them is killed for their organs for transplant. It's shocking, yeah. It's terrible. So what did I get involved is the early days. I read letters. At that time, international phone calls still very expensive. So I read letters still to my friends, my families. In the letters, I did tell them, the propaganda. That was propaganda in the media. Don't believe them. Falun Gong is good. Falun Gong teach people to be a good person. Follow truth, compassion, forbearance, and the 5-side exercise. It's really a gift to improve yourself. It's not like what the media said. Somehow, the letter I write to my brother is, when my brother received the letter is open. So the security or the police somehow get the letter. And then they also goes to my brother's workplace to talk to the supervisor, make sure my brother don't practice Falun Gong. Because if you practice Falun Gong in China, you need to be, brainwashed. Say Falun Gong is not good. You need to stop. If you don't stop, they're sending you to the labor camp, to jail, to persecute. They're trying to, twist your mind. Yeah. And later on, my parents also get the people come to visit, tell them, if I come back to China to visit them, my parents need to report to them ahead of time. If my parents fail to report to them, I could be disappeared. As soon as I, arrived in Beijing airport.
So can your parents come over here? Do they have...
Yeah, my parents could come over here, but the problem is my parents, they're in their old age, they're like mid-80s now. My mom's health condition is not very good, and they don't want to. So it's kind of sad. It's been like 20 years. I haven't, able to visit them in China.
So you can't go back?
I can't go back. My parents, they're scared. They say, don't come back. Because the way they treat the people in China. Like if they're in China, if you say you practice Falun Gong, they immediately make sure you need to say denounce Falun Gong. They wouldn't let people, publicly say Falun Gong is good. If you are in Tiananmen Square, you say Falun Gong is good, Falun Dafa is good, and then this is a crime. What crime is this? In China's constitution itself, it said people have the freedom, to believe, the freedom to speak, freedom to, gathering. But this is all fake, The communists never give you people the freedom. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you can see they're infiltrate the U.S. the same way. They wouldn't let people have the freedom.
Well, like the COVID.
Yeah, the COVID. They cover up. So like I say, nobody really knows what really happened in Wuhan. How many people died?
Yeah.
They're covered secretly.
There was a cover-up.
Yeah, and at the same time, they're teaching Chinese people. Say their government, the CCP did a great job to, combat the COVID. So unlike China, it's very successful in the COVID. So other countries, lots of people die in U.S., a big number. But in China, the number is so small. Why they're so small? They didn't report it.
Yeah, they didn't report it.
Yeah. But some Chinese people do believe they did a good job. China didn't die many people. Yeah. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But the good thing is now a lot of Chinese people start to wake up. So since 2004, there's a book comes out talking about the true nature of the Communist Party. They call the 9 commentaries on the Communist Party. So Chinese people start to realize communists is no good. They're actually hurting China, hurting Chinese people. And lots of people start to denounce that tie with China. It's Communist Party. Yeah.
Did you all put your name in for the attendance prize already?
Yes. Yes. Thank you. So in China, like you said, little kids, you go to school. You need to go to become a member of the pioneer. It's communist pioneer, path.
Even at him, because he's 13,
Uh-huh.
so he would have to become a pioneer.
Yeah, and he need to swear, said he was working for Communist Party all his life. Can you believe that? And yeah, when you college, even you like in high school, they have a youth league. It's the same thing. So you need to prepare working for Communist Party. Everyone needs to swear loyalty to Communist Party.
And if they don't,
If you don't, and then you be in a center, you be like you're not good. You couldn't find a good job. You couldn't have a good score. Even in the student textbook, they all have this kind of question. They give you a standard answer. If you don't, you don't have a, so every you are singled out, something like that. Like the cancel culture, You're not good. You are, weird or something like that. So you're not supported. So everything is owned by the Chinese Communist Party. People in China, they take all the land and the properties from people. And now, you don't have a personal thing. You need to listen to them, and then you can have a job, you can have a field shelter, stuff like that.
and I see that United States goes down that path, then we don't want it.
Yeah, that's make me feel kind of worried about the infiltration of the communists. Like all the media is kind of controlled inside of China by the Communist Party, but outside of China they also have a lot of impact, and also government stuff like that.
Attention everyone! You have 5 minutes to fill out the sheet, the little bit for
Yeah, and they're kind of like rules of freedom. And the communists, they actually is infiltrated here. The CCP have a big impact. They have all the media. And they also have this called Confucian institution. Those who are school. They're state teaching Chinese.
That's how they're doing it. They have a cycle of time. They move in here, they move in here.
And the communists is also, easier. They're away people from God. In China, they don't have people, they don't believe in anything. Yeah, like traditionally, Chinese people believe in Buddhists, Taoists, and also Christian. And nowadays, they say religion is superstition. They say, you see God. Don't believe it.
Kairong, my name is Joseph. I escaped from Czechoslovakia. About the same time as I had escaped in 1988.